Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimira Andasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shiyuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तु ते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिने इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जयो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवसादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय जय श्री प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्णा एवरीवन हरे कृष्णा
Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा
Jai.
Krishna everyone. So we will do a quick recap of what we covered yesterday. Anyone recollects? You can just quickly share whatever point comes to your mind. Yesterday's class was very interesting, Lakshmi Mataji. You kind of missed it. You can listen to the recording also. This is a very interesting chapter. So we'll discuss that. So yes, over to all of you, Shweta Mataji, Sharmila Mataji, Prabhuji, all of you. What did we cover yesterday? Anyone remembers? Hare Krishna. No one remembers.
Hare Krishna. Initially, Howard Wheeler, who had recently gone to India, he was searching for a true guru. He meets Swami Prabhupada in the street, and mm, Prabhupada was dressed in like saffron robes, and he was with his chanting beads and all, and he appeared calm and dignified. So Howard asked him whether he's from India, and Swami says yes, and they have a conversation. So which leaves a deep impression on Howard, and
Very nice.
and he goes and tells his friend about this new Swami who is come into the locality, whatever.
Okay.
And they go to see the new place. They both together, Howard and Swami Prabhupada, go to that Matchless Gift storefront to see the new place. And Prabhupada tells that he is planning to hold classes there. And
Very nice.
and he asks him whether he will inform his friends and all to come over. And then I think he starts his class. He puts a notice, no? And which other days he will take up Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. That notice he puts. And he starts, I think, by taking up the chanting classes, I think, first. And somebody can continue, Mataji. And he gives them kartals to everybody and asks them to sing the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And everybody joins, they repeat after him.
Very nice, Shamila Mataji. Hari bol to you.
Thank you, Mataji.
You
Hare
have
Krishna.
summarized Yeah, you summarized it so beautifully. You've narrated it so well. Yeah, so Sharmila Mataji pretty much covered all the points. He met Howard and how Howard got, he was about to meet his friend. He was on the way to meet his friend. And after he met Prabhupada, his plan changed completely. Prabhupada called and Howard also went along with Prabhupada. Then he brought in his friends also. So, like Mataji said, Matchless Gifts was the name, right, written in the place where Prabhupada was staying. So, he had put a kind of a poster saying Bhagavad Gita classes will be taken here on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. So then people started, Howard came along with his friends, people started coming in. So Mataji narrated it so beautifully. Thank you, Sharmila Mataji. Once again, Haribol to you. So, anyone remembers that yes, Mataji said first he started with chanting. So he asked, he said he narrate like he kind of sung Hare Krishna Maha Mantra once, and then he started. He asked people to repeat it. Right, that's how the chanting started. First, he said they were kind of imperfect, but then they were getting the hang of it eventually. What else happened? Were there any disturbances during the class? Anyone remembers that?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, Mataji.
The one drunken person came. He first came, then looked here and there, and he again went out and brought some tissue papers, and then he put them in the toilet, and then he left. Then Prabhupada say that he's not in his senses, but still he is doing some seva to the Krishna. So that seva will be counted. Matlab Krishna remember him. Krishna will give his mercy, or Prabhupada give his mercy to that person. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Very nice. Very nice, Mataji. So beautifully said. And anything else? Any other interesting things happened?
Mataji, dog continuously barking, row, row, row.
Yes. Very nice, Prabhuji. Right, Prabhuji. And then what happened? What did Prabhupada do? Anyone remembers? Hare Krishna. Dogs were barking. So, and then this drunkard person came. And then what happened? There were kids also playing, right? Anyone remembers that? The kids playing down, there's a lot of noise happening. And then the neighbor also said, asked them to become silent, and all those chaos happened. But Prabhupada was absolutely calm. He handled it with his as a completely uh, cool person. He handled the situation so beautifully. All the messes that were happening around, even the drunkard who came in putting tissues in the bathroom, he kind of made it like a humorous incident, stating that he's doing seva, right? So beautifully. And but on the inside, how was Prabhupada feeling? Though all this mess was happening on the outside, how was Prabhupada feeling inside? Anyone is able to recollect that? Hare Krishna. Anyone remembers?
Stayed cool, Mataji. He stayed cool
Yes,
and he was not afraid of anything.
right. That is one, definitely. What else? How was the feeling? What was the emotion of Prabhupada? Like you all said, he stays cool, is really cool, all that happened. But what else? Anyone remembers?
Swami looking like Buddha.
Yeah, Swami looking like Buddha. No, that is how others felt about Prabhupada. But I'm asking what did Prabhupada feel?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Prabhupada felt that Krishna has sent him to this world for all these people. They doesn't know about their specialty, but they are searching for some happiness. Then he think that this is my purpose to coming to this place.
Very nice, Mataji. Hari Bol. Like you said, yeah, he felt the purpose and also he felt very happy inside. Because finally, you've got a set of people who are sitting here who's chanting, his dreams are turning into reality, right? What he really wished for, all the struggles he went through was to make sure to preach Krishna consciousness in the West, right? And he didn't have any clue whether people will turn around, what he's going to do. He didn't have money, he didn't know anybody. And then again, every place he went, he faced a challenge. He had to go, he had to move to another place. Now he's come to an all new place. So he's wondering if people would turn up and see how beautifully Krishna has played a magic. People started coming in. So despite all these messes which is happening around, Prabhupada was feeling very, very happy inside that there's an association of devotees which started happening, and his dream, ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, is coming into life. So that was the kind of feel which Prabhupada was having. So this is where we concluded yesterday. So if you see here, uh, he says to the group also, we shall call our society ISKCON. Bhaktivedanta Swami had laughed playfully when he at first coined the acronym. Till then, he was calling it as International Society for Krishna Consciousness. But first time he called it as ISKCON. So that announcement also he did there. And then he said he had initiated the legal work of incorporation that spring while still living on the Bowery. But even before its legal beginning, he had been talking about his International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And so it had appeared in letters to India and in the Village Voice. A friend had suggested a title that would sound more familiar to Westerners, which is International Society for God Consciousness. But God was a very vague term, whereas Krishna was exact and scientific. God consciousness was spiritually weaker and less personal. And if Westerners didn't know that Krishna was God, then the International Society for Krishna Consciousness would tell them by spreading his glories in every town and village. See how beautifully he's saying. He's just such a wonderful name. And he's like kind of started to announce it everywhere as well. So this is where we stopped yesterday. So we'll continue from here today. Hare Krishna. So who all would like to read? Please raise your hands so that I get to know and I can call it out to you in the same order. Otherwise, it becomes difficult to manage. So please raise your hands and then I can quickly call. So Shweta Mataji, yes, you've raised hand. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, sorry for disturbance.
No
May
problem.
I read Mataji?
Go ahead, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna everyone, Hare Krishna Mataji. Krishna consciousness was Bhaktivedanta Swami's own rendering of a phrase from Srila Rupa Goswami's Padyavali, written in the 16th century. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita, to be absorbed in the mellow taste of executing devotional service to Krishna. The purposes stated within ISKCON's articles of incorporation reveal Bhaktivedanta Swami's thinking. They were 7 points, similar to those given in the prospectus for the League of Devotees. He formed in Jhansi, India, 1954. That attempt had been unsuccessful, yet his purposes remain unchanged. 7 purposes of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. First one, to systematically propagate spiritual knowledge to society at large and educate all peoples in the techniques of spiritual life in order to check the imbalance of values in life and to achieve real unity and peace in the world. Second, to propagate a consciousness of Krishna as it is revealed in the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Third, to bring the member of the society together with each other and nearer to Krishna. The prime entity thus to develop the idea within the members and humanity at large that each soul is part and parcel of the quality of Godhead, Krishna. To teach and encourage the Sankirtan movement, congregational chanting of the holy name of God as revealed in the teachings of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to erect for the members and for society at large a holy place of transcendental pastimes dedicated to the personality of Krishna, to bring the members closer together for the purpose of teaching a simpler and more natural way of life, with a view towards achieving the aforementioned purposes, to publish and distribute periodicals, magazines, books, and other writings. May any devotee wants to recite?
Thank you, Mataji. Hari bol to you. Hare Krishna.
Hare
See
Krishna Mataji, thank you. Sadhu Pranam.
Dandavat pranams. So, Lakshmi Mataji, you can go next. But before that, can you all see how beautifully he has kind of devised the charter for ISKCON? He's clearly articulated the 7 purposes of ISKCON. So, please go through this again and again. As ISKCON devotees, all of us will have to have a clear understanding as to why ISKCON was formed in the first place. So, each one of us should have a complete clarity on each of these points, and we should make sure that we adhere to this as well. So, Haribol, over to you, Lakshmi Mataji. We can continue.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Regardless of what ISKCON's charter members thought of the society's purposes, Bhaktivedanta Swami saw them as imminent realities. As Mr. Reuben, the subway conductor who had met Bhaktivedanta Swami on a Manhattan park bench in 1965, had noted, he seemed to know that he would have temples filled up with devotees. There are temples and books, he said. They are existing and they are there, but the time is separating us from them. Certainly, none of his early followers who signed his articles of incorporation for ISKCON saw any immediate shape to the Swami's dream. Yet, these 7 purposes were not simply theistic rhetoric invented to convince a few New York State government officials. Bhaktivedanta Swami meant to enact every item in the charter. Because of the Swami's presence and the words that he spoke there and the kirtans, everyone was already referring to the storefront as the temple. But still, it was just a bare, squalid storefront. The inspiration to decorate the place came from the Mott Street Boys. Howard, Keith, and Valley devised a scheme to surprise the Swami when he came to the evening Kirtana. Valley removed the curtains from the apartment, took them to the laundromat, where they turned the water dark brown from filth, and then dyed them purple. The Mott Street apartment was decorated with posters, paintings, and large decorative silk hangings that Howard and Kate had brought back from India. The boys gathered up all their pictures, tapestries, incense burners, and other paraphernalia and took them, along with the purple curtains, to the storefront where they began their day of decorating. Mataji.
Very nice. Haribol Mataji.
Hari
Thank
Bol.
you.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Pranams. Okay, I'll just share my screen again. Okay, so we're moving to the next page. So Praveen Prabhuji, you can read Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, my daughter Danvi wants to read. Is that okay, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji, sure. Hi,
Hare
Danvi.
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. How old are you?
I'm 9 years.
Very nice. Hari bol. Go ahead,
Can I
Dhanvi.
read?
Yes, Dhanvi. Hare Krishna.
At the storefront, the boys constructed a wooden platform for the Swami to sit and covered it with old velvet cloth. Behind the platform, on the rear wall, on the rear wall, on the rear wall,
Slightly.
on the rear wall between the two windows, two courtyard, they hung the purple curtains, flanked by a pair of orange ones, against one orange panel just above the Swami's sitting place. They hung a large original painting of Radha and Krishna on a circular canvas that a boy named James Green had done. Bhakti Vedanta Swami had commissioned James, giving him the dust jacket from Srimad Bhagavatam, which its crude Indian drawing as model. The figures of Radha and Krishna were somewhat abstract, but the lower East Side critics who frequented the storefront hailed the work as wonderful achievement. Keith and Howard were less confident that the Swami would approve of their paintings and prints from India. So they hung them near the street side of the people away from the Swami seat. One of these prints, well known in India, was Hanuman carrying a mountain through the sky to Lord Ramachandra. The boys had no idea what kind of Hanuman was. They thought perhaps it was a cat because of the shape of his upper lip. Then there was a picture of a male person with 6 arms, 2 arms painted greenish, held a bow and arrow. Another pair, bluish, held a flute, and the third pair, golden, held and a stick and bowl. By late afternoon, they had covered the sitting platform, hung curtains, tacked up the decorative frames and prints, and hung the paintings, and were decorating the days with flowers and candlesticks. Someone brought a pillow for the Swami to sit and faded cushion from overstuffed chair for a backrest. In addition, for the Mott Street cake, Robert Nelson, one of the Swami's friends from uptown, took one of his grandfather's Belgian style Oriental rugs from his garage from the suburbs and brought it subway to 22nd Avenue. Even Raphael and Don, two hippies who seemed to be only interested in free food and a place to sleep, took part in the decorating. The secret was well kept, and the boys waited to see the Swami's response. That night, when he walked to begin the Kirtana, he looked at the newly decorated temple. There was even the incense burning. And he raised his eyebrows in satisfaction. "You are advancing," he said, as he looked around the room, smiling broadly. Yes, he added this Krishna consciousness. His sudden happy mood seemed almost like their reward for their earnest labors. He then stepped up onto the platform while the boys held their breath, hoping it would be sturdy, and he sat looking out at the devotees and decorations. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Okay, Murli.
Hari
They
bol,
have
Dhanvi
three.
Mataji.
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Hari bol, so beautifully read. Very nice, Mataji.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so much.
Mataji.
Yeah, so beautifully read. At your age, reading something of such a high spiritual content is so amazing, Mataji. You're truly an inspiration for all of us. Haribol, thank you so much,
So
Praveen.
much, Mataji.
Sorry, Mataji, you're saying something?
Thanks for the opportunity, Mataji.
Oh, very nice, Haribol. Please do attend our classes
Yeah,
regularly,
sure, Mataji.
and we would be really happy to hear your voice, Mataji. Very nice, so sweetly read. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Mataji.
Thank you, Haribol. Sharmila Mataji, over to you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Whoever would like to read next, you can raise your hands. Others who would like to read, please raise your hands. Over to you, Sharmila Mataji.
Okay. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. They had pleased him, but now he assumed a feature of extreme gravity. And though they knew he was certainly the same Swamiji, their tittering stuck in their throats, and their happy glances to each other suddenly abated in uncertainty and nervousness. As they regarded Swamiji's gravity, their joy of a few moments before suddenly seemed childish. As a cloud quickly covers the sun like a dark shade, the Swami changed his mood from jolly to grave, and they spontaneously resolved to become equally grave and sober. He picked up the kartalas and again smiled a ray of appreciation, and their hearts beamed back. The temple was still a tiny storefront with many hidden and unhidden cockroaches, tilted floor, and poor lighting. But because many of the decorations were from India, it had an authentic atmosphere, especially with Swamiji present on the dais. Now, guests who entered were suddenly in a little Indian temple. Bhaktivedanta Swami looked at his group of followers. He was moved by their offering him a seat of honor and their attempts at decorating Krishna's storefront. To see a devotee making an offering to Krishna was not new to him, but this was new. In New York, the seed of bhakti was growing, and naturally, as the gardener of that tender sprout, he was touched by Krishna's mercy. Glancing at the pictures on the wall, he said, "Tomorrow I will come, look at the pictures, and tell you which are good." The next day, Bhaktivedanta Swami came down to appraise the new artwork on display. One framed watercolor painting was of a man playing a drum while a girl danced. "This one is all right," he said. But another painting of a woman was more mundane, and he said, "No, this painting is not so good." He walked to the back of the temple, followed anxiously by Howard, Keith, and Valley. When he came upon the painting of the six-armed person, he said, "Oh, this is very nice. Who is it?" Valley asked. "This is Lord Chaitanya," Swamiji replied. "Why does he have six arms?" "Because he showed himself to be both Rama and Krishna. These are the arms of Rama and these are the arms of Krishna." "What are the other two arms?" Keith asked. "Those are the arms of a sannyasi." He went to the next picture. "This is also very nice. Who is it?" Howard asked. "This is Hanuman." "Is he a cat?" "No," Swamiji replied. "He is a monkey." Hanuman is glorified in the scripture Ramayana as the valiant, faithful servant of Lord Ramachandra. Millions of Indians worship the incarnation of Lord Rama and his servitor Hanuman, whose exploits are perennially exhibited in theatre, cinema, art, and temple worship. I'm not knowing who Hanuman was. The Mott Street boys were no less ignorant than the old ladies uptown who, when Bhakti Vedanta Swami had asked whether any of them had seen a picture of Krishna, had all stared blankly. The Lower East Side mystics didn't know Hanuman from a cat, and they had bought back from their Ashish version of India a picture of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without even knowing who he was. Yet there was an important difference between these boys and the ladies uptown. The boys were serving Swamiji and chanting Hare Krishna. They were through with material life and the middle class work reward syndrome. Their hearts had awakened to Swamiji's promise of expanded Krishna consciousness, and they sensed in his personal company something exalted, like the Bavari Bum who had donated toilet paper during Bhaktivedanta Swami's lecture. The Lower East Side boys did not have their minds quiet in order, and yet, as Bhaktivedanta Swami saw it, Krishna was guiding them from within their hearts. Bhaktivedanta Swami knew they would change for the better by chanting and hearing about Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Sharmila Mataji. Hari Krishna, Hari Bol to you. All right, who would like to read next? Please raise your hands. I could not see anyone else. Yes, Pushpa Mataji. Go ahead, Mataji. Hari Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. The summers of 1966 moved into August, and Prabhupada kept good health. For him, these were happy days. New Yorker complained of the summer heat wave, but this caused no inconvenience to one accustomed to 100-degree plus temperature of Vrindavana's blazing summer. It is like India, he said, as he went without a shirt, seemingly relaxed and at home. He had thought that in America he would have to subsist on boiled potatoes, otherwise, there would be nothing but meat. But here he was happily eating some rice, dal, and chapatis and cooking on the same three stacked cooker as in India. Work on the Srimad Bhagavatam has also gone on regularly since he had moved into the Second Avenue apartment. And now Krishna was bringing these sincere young men who who were cooking, typing, hearing him regularly, chanting Hare Krishna and asking for more. Prabhupada was still a solitary preacher, free to stay or go, writing his book in his own intimate relationship with Krishna, quite independent of the voice in the storefront. But now he had taken the International Society for Krishna Consciousness as his spiritual child. The inquiring young men, some of whom had already been chanting steadily over a month, were like stumbling spiritual infant, and he felt responsible for guiding them. They were beginning to consider him his spiritual master, trusting him to lead them into a spiritual life. Although they were unable to immediately follow the multifarious rules that Brahmins and Vaishnavas in India followed, he was hopeful. Should According to Rupa Goswami, the most important principle was that one should somehow or other become Krishna conscious. People should chant Hare Krishna and render devotional service. They should engage whether they had in the service of Krishna. And Prabhupada was exercising this basic principle of Krishna consciousness to the fullest limit the history of Vaishnavas has ever seen. Although he was engaging the boys in cooking and typing, Prabhupada was not doing any less himself. Rather, for every sincere soul who came forward to ask for service, 100 came who wanted not to serve but to challenge. Speaking to them, sometimes shouting and pounding his fist, Prabhupada defended Krishna against the Mayavada philosophy. This was also his service to Srila Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Thakur. He had not come to America to retire. So, with the passing of each new days came yet another confirmation that his work and his follower and his challenger would only increase. Hare
Very
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Haribol to you. Wonderful. So we will stop with this for today. It's already 10:06 p.m. Danvat pranams to all of you for staying back so late. We will continue from page 49 tomorrow. So this was a very interesting chapter. Prabhupada Hare Krishna, sorry, I think I got disconnected. Hope I'm audible now.
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Yeah, so I was just saying that this is a very interesting chapter. So whenever you get some time, please try to, reread the pages before you come again for class tomorrow, and read the seven purposes also. Hari bol to you, Sharmila Mataji. She has texted saying she would like to sing tomorrow. Very nice, Sharmila Mataji. Hari bol to you. Sure, you can sing tomorrow. And whomsoever is interested to avail the recording, please drop me a message in WhatsApp. I'd already shared my WhatsApp number in the chat. So you can send me a text and I'll create a group with all of you. When you send a text, please mention your name as well so that I get to know who's sending me the message. I'll create a group and I will share the recordings as well. So Danvat
Mataji, yes,
Pranam.
yes, Mataji.
Sorry, Mataji, you saying something?
Yesterday's
Hare
recording
Krishna
also.
Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, I'll share that also.
Hare
Yes, Shweta Mataji. Hare Krishna, Shweta Mataji. And I really wanted to thank Shweta Mataji for her seva, because she is the one who's scanning the book and sending me all these PDFs which you're seeing. I could do only till chapter 1, and from chapter 2 I wanted help. So Mataji has graciously accepted to help me because we don't have the soft copy of this version anywhere online. So Mataji is scanning the book and she's sending me the PDF. So thank you so much, Shweta Mataji, for all your seva. Danvat pranams to you.
Mataji, sorry for today inconvenience. I could not send the scanning because I have a local recitation exam tomorrow, Mataji. So,
No
uh,
problem, Mataji. That's
so
okay,
that's why
Mataji.
I could not scan today, Mataji. Sorry.
No problem, Mataji. That's fine. You've already sent me enough, so you can do whenever you get time. That is fine.
Okay, Mataji. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Haribol to you. And thanks to Muthumanikam Prabhuji for singing these bhajans, and I'm looking forward
Yes,
to your singing.
Mataji. Yes.
Yeah, so soulful. Thank you, Muthumanikam Prabhuji, for inspiring us. And Sharmila Mataji, looking forward to your singing as well tomorrow. And we will continue this association. I think we are heading towards completing chapter 2. So maybe in the next couple of weeks, we should be able to complete this book as well. And then we will start reading the other books one by one. So,
Yes, Mataji.
yes, so Danvat pranams to all of you. Tomorrow we will see again at 9 o'clock. Today I got delayed because of traffic, but otherwise, tomorrow I think I'll start early. So by 9 we should start. Thank you so much.
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां
Hare Krishna,
पावनेभ्यो
Mataji.
वैष्णवेभ्यो
नमो
नमो नमः।
नमः। अनंतकोटि
कोटि
वैष्णव।
Thank
वैष्णव
you
वृंद
so
की
much,
जय,
Mataji.
शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। Thank you,
Thank you so much,
Mataji.
everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna.
pranam.
Hare
Dandavat pranams.